building wealth with real estate investing is really just a dream that I don't know, you can't even wake up from. Well, I'm here to tell you that by using the right types of acquisition strategies, building wealth in real estate is no longer a dream. I mean, listen, take it from me, all right? I grew up dirt poor. I was just mowing lawns, running a landscaping company a little bit over 2 years ago, and this investment strategy changed my entire life. So tonight, it's a special night because I'm about to give you guys some game. All right. My name is Gene Boykin. I'm the founder of the Go Getter Family Real Estate Investing Academy. And tonight, I'm going to go over the secret investment strategy that really banks and real estate professionals are hoping that you don't find out about, subject to the existing financing. I'm about to tell you why the pen is mightier than the sword. And I'm going to tell you guys about each of the documents that you need to get a subject to transaction done. So if you're joining me tonight, hit that like button. All right. And I want you to consider subscribing if you feel like I bring you some value. All right. Or you just be a player about it. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go.
I'm a go-getter. They some go-getters. We some go-getters. Hope you a go-getter. Let's get it. I'm a go-getter. They some go-getters. We some go-getters. Hope you a go-getter. Let's get it. I'm a go-getter. Hustle to the end, we some no-quitters. Knock it out the park, we for show hitters. Right, left hemisphere, that's a dome splitter. Yeah. We control our own destiny. Make moves, cultivate whole legacy. Creative finance, bring more ecstasy. The right ingredients, now that's a dope recipe.
Okay, what's good, guys? So you guys are probably asking yourself why I'm wearing a hoodie in the summertime. I know I'd be asking that if I seen it. I'm in Iowa, y'all. It got cold. It was hotter than I don't know what yesterday. Now it's cold. That's why I'm on my way to Houston. At least I know it's hot all the time. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this Friday evening. Listen, guys, we've been going super hard. And so tonight, I'm actually going to talk to you guys about, there go my dog, Dennis. What's up? Oh, and so tonight, my dog, Dennis, right there. What's up, man? Starting the weekend out with knowledge. Yes. I'm actually going to give you, I don't know, kind of a review of some of the things that you went over on day 4 of the Become the Bank Challenge. All right. So, guys, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. All right. And I'll do my best to answer them on the second half of the show. Put where you're from too, though, man. I'm a small town Iowa guy. You know what I mean? I'm over here in flyover country, man. People, listen now, y'all don't even know. Y'all don't know how real estate can change absolutely everything. Absolutely everything, man. And I started this, guys. I started this with $1,700. That's the whole thing. But you guys have to understand. I don't want you guys to just think like, oh, I don't got no money. Now I can go just buy houses by becoming the bank. Slow down. Hold on a second. Yes, I started this with $1,700, man. And life is obviously completely different for me now. But I had to put in that work. I'm talking about commitment, sacrifice, risk, mistakes, making up for my mistakes, not dwelling on my mistakes, not dwelling on obstacles and looking at obstacles as if they were the end of my world because things didn't go the way that I thought that I wanted them to go or that I had planned. I had to overcome all of that. And I did because I knew that there was more to life. Okay, look at my people. Okay, what's up, Portia? Okay, Portia, I ain't even seeing you, Portia. Now you went on vacation. You like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and go on vacation mentally everywhere. I ain't seen you, Portia. What's up? I know that vacation look good. I'm going with my family a couple weeks. Dennis from Vacaville. That's what that is. Okay, dang. Reverend Walker, what's good, my brother? Okay. Pearl, Mississippi. So my inner circle, some of my inner circle students are here. And, I'm going to dive into these documents and talk about why the pen is mightier than the sword and let you guys know what you need to do to be compliant in order to do a subject to transaction, because it's about following the rules. But I'm going to say this before I dive in. So it's Friday. For me, Fridays are usually pretty busy. And I don't know if you guys have heard me say this before, but I get a little depressed on Fridays. I'm just a nerd like that. because you can't close any business transactions over the weekend. Everybody won't be closed on the weekend like people don't live. See, that's the problem right there. That's that 9 to 5 freaking mindset right there. Oh, Portia, you been what? Oh my goodness. I had no idea. You should have told us. We could have sent some positive vibes. I had no idea. I hope you're feeling better, Portia. Oh my gosh. That's that change. You was in the war. I mean, yep, you and that tribe. That's a lot of hey, build up that immune system. Let's go. I'll go cross seas with you. What's up? Let's do it. But I told my team this because my team's been going hard. We got a lot going on, man, and we are literally changing real estate. We are transforming real estate, and that is not an easy task. It's a Herculean task, really, but we are bringing it back to the people. And if you have the hard work, the dedication, commitment, willingness to make sacrifices so that you don't have to suffer, I'm telling you now, the Go-Getter family and the Go-Getter family real estate Avengers will literally now not only change your life, your family's life, but change the whole trajectory of your legacy. And this is just real talk now. I mean, ask Carrie. Me, her, and Shafta, my deal administrator, just got off a Zoom call with her today, setting up our land trust for the property that we bought down there, and then doing our layering strategy. Oh, just setting up a couple more personal property trusts on top of that. That's just what we do. That house, Carrie went out, did her thing. She put in the work and brought us that deal. That's a beautiful house too. Built 2 years ago. So we will literally change your life. But I told my team on our team meeting, I said, you know what? We have to have gratitude, really, and be thankful. And people are probably going to think I'm crazy for saying this, but we have to be thankful for the difficult times that we have, the obstacles even. We have to be thankful that we have the ability to mount a defense and overcome those obstacles, which is a blessing in and of itself, because there are a lot of people out there that would trade places with us in a heartbeat to have the obstacles that we have. So if we have these obstacles because we have an opportunity sitting in front of us, well, then gosh darn it, we've got to be thankful for that. And by being thankful for the difficulties, when we know, man, we're on a path to betterment, to greatness, honestly, to changing things in the way that we want them to change, which is just a good way, right? I mean, nothing never goes exactly how we plan it, but by being thankful, it'll make those moments easier. And then we just cherish those blessings more. When you cherish those blessings more, man, your cup, it'll overflow. Mine literally is overflowing, y'all. So let me dive into this, man, before everybody be like, man, I ain't watching this dude YouTube. I keep it real. I ain't even tripping. Shit, I already fired one lawyer today. I don't even, what's up? What you want to do? I'm just playing, y'all. Not about the firing, but anyway, so the pen, guys. The pen is mightier than the sword. And this stuff is suppressed, man. It is suppressed, and it's suppressed intentionally, guys. If you knew what we could do, and if you guys knew what was going on with your mortgage and what happened right when you got it, matter of fact, before you got it. And here's a little tip, little teaser, I suppose, for my live event in August, man. When you signed your mortgage, if you bought a house, right, just to live in, whatever, you bought a house, you went to closing, you signed those papers. What you did was you signed a promissory note. I want you guys to pay close attention to this. All right, out there in YouTube world, listen to me, because I'm going to tell you a part of their trick right now. When you sit down and you sign those closing papers, ask a loan signing agent, man. They don't even, because they don't notarize them. Shit. You signed a promissory note. Okay. That promissory note, it's not notarized. It's not notarized, and it is not recorded on public record. And it's supposed to be. Everybody knows this. So I guarantee you, when you're going through that big old stack of papers, a promissory note, it's only 1 or 2 documents. Look like I froze up for me. It's only one or two pages. It should be notarized. It's not notarized for a reason, guys. So they can go out there and just sell your mortgage over and over. Well, we catch them with their hand in the cookie jar. And most people don't know how to fight back. I'll tell you this, and this is just educational purposes only. I can only tell you what I do. So seek advice from a licensed professional in your state, okay, at your own risk, okay? Um, Educational purposes only. You go to an attorney when you're in foreclosure. You know what they're going to try to do? They're just going to try to delay it and buy you a couple of extra months. So yeah, you save a couple of dollars on not having to pay that mortgage payment for a couple of months, but how much did you spend on the attorney? Boom. That's all they're doing. Not knowing the whole time, man. All they got to do is get particular pieces and they can have the bank ready to either negotiate. Do you want to negotiate a settlement? Or do you want to go to court? Because I'm down for whatever. You see what I got here? Mm-hmm. Yes. Bloomberg financial report. Those are hard to get. All right, guys. So I'm going to be talking about that on a deeper level. I'm actually going to give the rundown on quiet title actions at the Go Getter Families, how to break the real estate money code. Man, we're out here changing real estate. Let's dive into this. So the pen, guys, the pen is mightier than the sword. When you know the rules to the game, you can play the game and you can play it to win. You can play the game to win. I got to go through my old papers here. Now, we're going to go through the 6 basic documents that I feel you must have for a subject to transaction. Now, I did my first 2 deals with these papers, with these documents, these contracts, right? Now, when I first got my first set of contracts, it was only 4. I paid $297 for those, and they was on sale. They didn't have a video or nothing with it. I was like, man, but let's go. I was happy to get them. Now, you got to cross your T's and you got to dot your I's, all right? And this is the thing. This is the thing now. When you start off doing something, don't you think it's best to start off doing it right, doing it the right way? Really? Because if you practicing the wrong stuff, you talking about practice makes perfect. Well, not if you're practicing the wrong things. It does not. So here are the subject to documents. All right. Hit that like button. And if you're catching this live or catching a recording, drop some flames in the comments, man. We got to get this out to the people. So let's start with the very first thing. And I'm going to break these down to you tonight on this beautiful Friday evening, even though I got a ton to do today. Okay. Still. But let me see here. My bad, guys. I'm about to show you how to break this real estate money code, though. So the information release form, information release. Listen to me. We've got to verify. We trust, but we verify. So when we're talking to somebody about taking over their existing mortgage, this is critical, guys. And my team of real estate Avengers, we help a lot of students, man. They do a lot, dude. Like, I know it's a lot. Greatness has a cost. What the hell can I say? But they do a lot. So I tell them all the time, though, man, that when the ball is fumbled right at the goal line, when we're getting ready to do something, when it is fumbled, normally you fumble it right at the goal line. And what causes us to fumble is little details that we overlook. So you want to have that information release form for a number of different reasons. One, their social security number is going to be on that. It's got to be for it to be a real information release form anyway. But you can now verify what your seller has told you. Okay. They told you how much they owe on their mortgage. They told you what their mortgage payment was. They even said, oh no, Mr. Gene, I'm not behind. My payments are current. Come to find out, when you verify it before you get to closing, when you verify it, they're delinquent $5,000. Well, guess what? That just cost you $5,000. Now, if you're buying a property that's a distressed property, your seller's not going to have the 5 Gs. Do you think? I'm a foreclosure scientist, so I know my seller ain't got 5Gs. Well, they might because they ain't been paying their mortgage. So there's that part. But information release form. Now you call, you verify the terms, the mortgage payment, the taxes. Well, is it a PITI? That's what you can verify with the bank. The insurance, right? Principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. PITI payment. Is the loan current? Is there a prepayment penalty? What is the payoff amount? You can get that. Now, requesting a reinstatement, that is, you probably need a limited power of attorney. I've never requested one with just an info release, but it really just depends on who you get on the phone. So you always want to trust but verify what your sellers tell you. I like to do a little research going in, though, having some information. Having information that they don't think that you know, that can never hurt you. Now, the next thing is your limited power of attorney. Listen, guys, the limited power of attorney. Now, there are different types of powers of attorney. Just like with all the information that is suppressed from us, there are a ton of different ways and things that you can sell in a property. And I'm not even talking about the stove and the couch and all of that stuff. I'm talking about the paperwork, man. The paperwork. You can sell beneficial interests. You can sell first rights of refusal. Guys, man. And so when you know the intricacies of those things, you can assign, you can assign your position in a subject to, just if you need some money, right? Say you need some money, you got a subject to, right? House. You can assign your position for a time period. You can assign your position to someone for a period of time. So that would mean that they get your cash flow. They get your cash flow that you're getting for, I don't know, 24 months. Maybe you're cash flowing, say you're cash flowing, $1,000 a month on this property. For whatever reason, you need $15,000 lump sum. You don't have it. But what you do have is a hard asset, real estate, real property that's cash flowing with a tenant in it. You're not personally liable for that debt, but you do own that property. Own nothing, control everything. You can assign 24 months of those payments in that property. So they're getting 24 months of cash flow. That would be $24,000. All they got to do is pay you $15,000 for it. How's a $9,000 return on 15 grand in a 24-month span? You call that a hard money loan? What? And guess what? It's backed by real estate. Boom. If you don't get your money, the $1,000 a month, guess what happens? You get the house. Man, run that 15 real quick. Let me hold that, player. Really, guys. That's why it pays to get sophisticated at this. Now, what allows you to do a lot of these things is your limited power of attorney. Now, here's another little tidbit that banks aren't going to tell you about. Loan signing agents, they can't break down what the documents are to you. They're merely a loan signing agent. They're getting paid to sign for a lender. I mean, and watch you. They ain't breaking nothing down. So when you're signing for a mortgage, when you're buying a house, guess what you sign? Oh, just a power of attorney among the stack of documents. You sign a power of attorney to that lender that they can then assign. And they turn around and they sell the debt that you owe them. Man, it's a collateralized debt instrument. Collateralized debt instrument, guys. It's collateralized because of the property. So they'll do that all day. So that limited power of attorney, you can't pull the plug with somebody on that, right? You can't open up checking accounts. You can't close checking accounts. But as it pertains to that mortgage and that mortgage account, oh, that's you. That's all you. Yeah, let's do it. Now, the next thing, let me see if there's any questions in here, man. Or am I boring y'all to death? Joshua Jones in the building. Trust but verify. Yes, yes. Oh, Rocco, you talking about the live event? Let me before I forget. Because once I get to going, y'all know once I get to going. So we're having a live event in Houston, How to Break the Real Estate Money Code, August 25th through the 27th. Now, I just did a deep dive with one of my newer inner circle students today, and my inner circle isn't just open to the public. It isn't. You got to go through my challenge at least first. So, the Go Getter Family's How to Break the Real Estate Money Code is August 25th through the 27th. And the How to Break the Real Estate Money Code, guys, I mean, you're gonna get gamed up. There's no two ways about that. I don't even know I don't even know how to say it. Really. If you really want to know, I don't know. No, I'm just playing. Um, but I'm trying to find something for you guys because I'm gonna be going through my financial trinity. This is why it's the money code. Here's the code right here. Here's the code. The Go Getter Family's financial trinity. Boom. 4 creative strategies, 4 P's of investing, ACEs method, 3 houses every 3 months. You're a millionaire. Now, then what do you do next? Well, you protect your assets. Once you get the assets, once you get the wealth, guess what you got to do with it? You got to keep it. So, maximum asset protection. We're going over trust. I'm going to lay it out for you. I'm going to give you the process. I'm going to give you boiled down layman's terms of each paragraph in the land trust document, breaking it down in simple terms what that means, because these are the most powerful documents on earth, the way they have it set up here. Really, because it's all paperwork. So maximum asset protection, and you're going to get the contracts. And then just to put a nice little bow on there, quiet title actions, catching the bank with their hand in the cookie jar. We're gonna close that cookie jar right on their hand every time too. It's just a little bit of work, man, a little bit of paperwork, right? So you got to know what you're doing. So on top of that, I'm going to be having free trainings, buying free foreclosures, July 24th through the 29th in Houston, Texas, live. All right. There's a limited amount of seats for those too. So you got to register. The links are in the description. Check it out, man. You know, tickets, seats are really selling out really fast, faster than I thought they would, just to keep it 100 with you. I didn't think that they were going to sell like that, but I'm going to show you, the power of leverage, how to use OPM, other people's money. And it ain't even that much. They're going to love you. So let me get back to this paper. We're looking at them flames. There go them flames. Okay. My people, what's good? Negotiable instrument. Yes. That collateralized debt, Max. It's a negotiable instrument. They turn it into a negotiable instrument, and then they continually sell it to each other. It's a beautiful thing. Let me get back to this. Now, the next thing, guys, is your standard purchase agreement. You've got to have that. But with subject to, you've got to have particular verbiage in there. Okay. It's got to have particular words. You can't just use a traditional purchase and sale agreement trying to do a subject to deal. I'm telling you, we just created a trust today, a couple of them, and we were looking at the title insurance, right? And when you're doing a subject to get title insurance on that is another high level thing, but you got to know what you're doing, what you're talking about. If you want to do this right, it's a powerful thing. So guys, it's important that you at least know what you're doing or have access to somebody that knows what they're doing. But as you see, all of our documents, guys, they're standard. Hey, it's our standard purchase and sale agreement, Mr. Seller. It's standard. We do this all the time. You've got to, it's really a dance. It's an orchestra, a really high level orchestra. And that means that there are different instruments playing at different times, and we are the maestro of those instruments. Look, the maestro doesn't even play an instrument, and she gets paid the most. Let's go. Do you guys want to be the maestros of your life, or do you want to be playing an instrument at work while somebody else is the damn maestro? I'm trying to give y'all the game now. I'm trying to give it to you. Purchase and sale agreement, standard purchase and sale agreement. All right. Next, your standard seller acknowledgments. We call it the CTF letter, cover the family. Some of my mentors call it the CYA letter, the cover your assets, y'all. Now, I know it's Friday, but I've been trying not to curse. Okay. I'm trying. I'm trying. Now, the standard seller acknowledgments is critically important. All right. And the reason why it is so important is because we are buying a property, right, without going to a bank and qualifying for that debt. We're not applying for credit. We're not jumping through those hoops. We are not letting them look down their noses at us like they are superior to us because we have to go borrow money from that employee at that bank. We're not doing that. Okay. So some people are like, well, it's illegal. You can't do that. What the? I'd love to. I didn't know that. Wow. I'd love to see that law. You wouldn't mind sending that to me, would you? They're gonna freeze up because there is no law that says it's illegal. So people will try to act like it's immoral. It's like, dude, how can that even be close to being immoral? Just because you're not qualifying for that debt through the bank, we're using their rules first off. And for God's sakes, man, it's the bank. They've made so much money off of that one mortgage that they've been paid 10 times over, while us poor slubs are paying that mortgage payment each month. And they've already been paid for the thing 10 times, at least minimum. So the standard seller acknowledgments, what that does is you have the seller initial next to each line, each sentence. They were not under the influence of drugs or alcohol. They are mentally competent to enter into a contract. This was fairly negotiated. There are no promises outside of the paperwork. God, what else, man? I think there's 17 of them, right? And so that's just that they know that this is not a loan. They're not loaning you anything. They know that you're not personally liable for that debt, right? So you want to have that. You got to cross your T's and you got to dot your I's. The pen, guys, the pen will set you free all the way. All right. So your standard seller acknowledgments. Next, your standard due on sale acknowledgement. Okay. Now the due on sale, I'm going to talk a lot about not the due on sale, because the due on sale is it's a tripwire, guys. A tripwire is there so so that you can trip, and whatever trap they got set up for you, you fall right into it. Okay. But when you know the tripwire is there, well, guess what? You do what they do. You go around the tripwire. Think about it. They do this, guys. The rules that they use are not the rules that we're aware of. Okay. That's why it's my mission to get you guys these rules and to put you in action. Really. But a lot of my students, man, well, not a lot of my students, but guys, I've got almost 1 million followers now, man. Like, that shit's getting pretty big. And for some people, I have to believe in them more than they believe in them. So the first thing is you have to believe in just you, not even the fact that you do this, but just believe in you. Believe in the fact that if there is somebody else on this planet that is doing a thing, well, then, God dog it, you can do that too. All you got to do is learn. That's it. But see, when we've got to change, like, the words that we're saying, the words that we say to ourselves, we got to change it. The words that we say out loud, it has to change, because when we change the words that we say, we change what our eyes see. When you change what you say, you change what you see. Think about it for a second. When you're thinking to yourself and you're in your negative thought BS, like I used to be, man. I mean, it's an affliction on society. But just think about it. When you're thinking negatively, you see all the negativity, all the obstacles in front of you, all the mess. you see it. Okay. So when you change the words that you say, whether it's the words you say to yourself in your head or the words that you just say and you put out into the ether, you will change what you see in life. It's not the fact that you have to do something. It's the fact that you get to do something, y'all. And there's a subtle but monumental difference right there. Yeah, I have to go do this. Yeah, I have to go do that. No, man. Nope. I get to go do this. Yep. I get to get on here and make YouTube videos and give game to the world. I don't have to. I'm not telling myself I have to go make a video. No, I get to go make a video, man. I mean, yeah, I'm busy. I work hard, whatever, but I love all of it. All of this. So just change what you say, you will change what you see. And when you change what you see, you will start to see what is right in front of you, like this standard due on sale acknowledgement, and knowing that the due on sale clause is BS. But you got to know, you got to do it right. That's all. And that's just buying in a land trust. Okay. Buying in a land trust. But everything we do when we're talking to our seller, it's above board, guys. You're not using trickery. Okay. You're not omitting information. Please don't do that. Please don't ruin it for people like me and my Go Getter family inner circle members. Don't do that. Like, don't be out there lying and manipulating and trying to trick people and leaving out information. Don't do it because you don't have to. If when you guys come to the live event, I'm having 5 students really doing a student panel. Jerry's going to facilitate, Coach Jerry, asking, they're going to be asking questions, just conversating, Q&A from the, ask them how their sellers reacted to them, what their sellers thought. Their sellers were thankful that my students showed up. I'm telling you, because we save them. So nothing under the table. Next. And finally, of the 6 contract, the basic contracts, these are the basic contracts you need. Okay. Your deal insurance, guys. Memorandum of contract. This is powerful. So we're doing the deal. We're doing a deal right now. Look at Fortune. Fortune, you must have been on YouTube when when you was supposed to be so we're doing a deal in Florida right now, right? And my student, Carrie, she got it under, she didn't get it under contract. Her and Shafta found it. This is how it went. This was the life of that deal, real quick, in a nutshell. I had to hit that pass bar real quick. Ain't that something? So this is the life of the deal. Carrie told me the other day, man, and she said it in the inner circle. Like she was feeling a little down and out, a little defeated, right? And she got to her onboarding with Shafta. Because when you come into my inner circle, you do an onboarding with Molly, our student success coach, and then Jerry, my executive coach and acquisition specialist, and then you meet with Shafta. She's a deal administrator and an expert off-market deal finder, expert level, man. And so Carrie gets to Shafta, does her onboarding, and then after you meet with Shafta, then you meet with me for your deep dive. So Carrie meets with Shafta. Carrie said that she was feeling a little down and out, and because she felt like she couldn't find a good deal, but she still had eyes of traditional investing when she's looking at these deals. And Shafta's like, oh, no, don't worry. I'll help you. That's what I'm here for. That's what I do. So they specifically targeted this property. Boom. Carrie's like, cool. She goes and gets a hold of her. Right now, she had to call this lady and text her about 7, 8 times before she got it. But what Carrie did was she used some of our tactics. So the lady's like, oh, I can't talk right now. Can you call me later? And then Carrie used one of our lines. Hey, is it a ridiculous idea if we want to stop this foreclosure and save your credit? And the lady, she could hear the interest in her voice. And she says, I'm in a meeting in front of all of my colleagues right now. I'll have to talk later. But that was like the wink and the nod, like, yeah, I'm going to call you back. And Carrie said she called back and the lady still didn't answer. So she called her 2 more times and then she answered. And so she answers the phone and Carrie doesn't get it under contract, but she got to break down and explain what we do, find out the prospect's problem, her pain, and then find out what she wanted. And one of the main things was saving her credit. And here we are now. And then she brought it to me. Boom. I got it under contract, carries hype now, right? So listen, being around the go getter family in this community, these high level people that are all headed in the same direction with the same objective in mind, and that is to become the bank and to break the real estate money code. And that's what we do here. It's just what we do. I don't even know any other way to tell y'all that. So, that memorandum of contract, guys, deal insurance. Now, we got the paperwork, right, from the title company. And the title company, in your title insurance commitment, they tell you what they need done like on your side and what documents they'll need and what authorizations. And so one of the authorizations was this, and I told Shafta, I think it was the number one thing. It was a release of memorandum of contract from Carrie. And I'm like, a release? I was like, well, Carrie's actually going to have to quit claim deed that back to the seller so that the seller can convey it to our trust. And Shafta's like, huh? And I was like, yes, Carrie will quit claim deed it back to the seller. And then the seller then will be able to sell it with a clean and a marketable title to our trust. And so we're talking in the meeting and Shafta's on her computer typing. Don't you know Shafta fact check me? Yeah, she fact checked me. I said, well, golly. Because Shafta came back on to my, yeah, you're right, Gene. Carrie's gonna have to quit. I'm like, hey, you're right about what? She said, I was like, I know. I said that. So, guys, going through the process, you will have ups and downs. You will have wins and you will stumble. But when you have a real community by your side of true go-getters, well, then if you do not succeed for whatever reason, and so you might take offense to this, you probably will. But if you are in the go-getter family inner circle and you don't have success, the first place you might want to look is in the mirror. And that's just real talk now, because we've put this thing together, not only with the information and the knowledge that will absolutely give you the code or help you to break the real estate money code and give you the keys to the kingdom, but the people that are in the go-getter family's inner circle, bar none, great people. But that was intentional. That wasn't by accident or happenstance. That was intentional because I don't do things for money. I keep trying to tell everybody this. I don't do things for money. Money is just a side effect of the things that I do. So I don't just open my inner circle to the public and say, hey, just because you got money, yeah, pay me some money, then you can be in my inner circle. I don't do that, y'all. That's not what I do, because we have a mission here. We're changing real estate, man. And in the process of that, we are changing lives. So the people that are in my inner circle, shit, they're here for a reason, man. And they're here because they're supposed to be. And then that's not even to mention my team, the Go-Getter Family Real Estate Avengers. High level now, because we do a lot. Now, y'all don't even know. We do a lot, but it's cool. We're built for this. But I said all that to say, if you come to the Go-Getter Family, if you come to Houston, August 25th through the 27th, to the Go-Getter Family's How to Break the Real Estate Money Code, and you don't succeed, well, we got to take a look. We just got to take a little quick look at this. What are you doing to cause change? What are you doing? And see, there is risk, guys. There's risk involved in taking action. Oh, okay, good question. There's risk involved though in taking action. In any type of action that you take. But guess what? When you ain't doing nothing, there ain't no danger. There's no risk when you're not doing nothing. Ain't none. Mm-mm. But so many people are so afraid of taking risk that they are never going to feel the feeling of success. And that's a damn shame if you ask me now. And that's just real talk. It's a shame because it's right here, man. It is right at your fingertips if you're listening to this right now, but you gotta want it. If you don't want it, well then damn it, what do you think? The earth, the damn universe is just gonna say, well, you don't really want it, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway. Oh my God. Really, man? No. Come on now. So real quick, Joshua Jones, where you from, player? Did you put it in there earlier? I know there was a lot of comments in here now. So if you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments, man. Put where you're from, please. Joshua Jones says, when you say you're changing real estate, what's your vision? Uh-oh. You bring your sleeping bag, we're gonna be here for a minute. I'm just playing. This is it, Joshua. Great question, by the way. So just think about what I've been teaching, right? How to buy investment properties without going to a bank, without qualifying for new debt. We're leaving that debt, that mortgage in place, and we are taking that over, right? The debt belongs to the seller. The house, that belongs to us. I mean, think about it. Have you ever gotten you know what a cosigner is for like a car, right? Somebody cosigns for that debt, and then you get to drive the car and do what you want with the car, and the car is yours. That's kind of like what subject to is. So if we're able to buy a house without having to go into the bank and put our Sunday's best on and put our fake pair of glasses on that ain't even prescription, we in there like this, pushing them up on our yeah, I was looking at that, and man, dude, they don't even like me at the bank because I don't got to ask them for anyway. Back to your question. So we're able, the everyday person like me, man, I was running a landscaping company, literally, Joshua, literally mowing lawns. A little bit over 2 years ago, my brother, 2 years and 2 months to be exact. Now I fly first class. I'm bringing my whole damn family and my daughter's nanny to Florida next week for 5 days. Me, my daughter, my stepson are flying first class. Okay. And so this is where we're different than realtors. This is how we're changing real estate, Joshua, because everybody thinks that realtors are the professionals, the end all be all for real estate, and they know everything. Oh, I'm just going to ask my realtor. Dude, every time I hear that, it freaking grinds my, oh man. Now I love y'all. I love realtors. I do. Especially ones in the inner circle, because you can 10x your productivity like that. But realtors, they only have two ways to do a real estate transaction: financing from the bank or a cash sale. And then you got to have equity. The repairs got to be all done up. So you got to have money. There's just, so the way that we're changing real estate, Joshua, is this: people who can't sell on the market, they don't have equity, they don't have time to make repairs, they may live out of state, or maybe they're in foreclosure, maybe they're a tired landlord, who knows? But we come in and we help them. We solve their problems. And since we can buy the way that we buy, we can really help them. Like, I've gotten a lady movers before because she's older. She didn't have any more money to give, her people. So they wasn't around when she was in the SHIT, So I got her movers, everything, but I was able to do that because I didn't have to go borrow money from the bank. So now this is where we're going to change real estate. So we can buy this way. No credit checks, man. Our money is our ability to solve a problem. When we sell, we don't just fix them up and just rent them and just try to exploit people by charging exorbitant amounts of rent. We actually give people the opportunity at home ownership that normally wouldn't get it because they normally can't qualify for a traditional loan. We give them the opportunity at home ownership no matter what their credit past or their credit present is. I don't care about your credit score. What do you have? A verifiable income? Do you have a job or some other verifiable form of income that is consistent? That's how I determine how much you can afford a month. And now, Joshua, I hope you're still with me. Because if you have a down payment, well, then, you probably get in a nicer house. Now, if you don't have a down payment, guess what? We have a work for down payment credit program. Now, that does two things, Joshua. It does. It gives the person the opportunity that doesn't have a whole lot of money, but they got a job, man, because they don't want to raise wages out here. They don't want to pay people what they're worth. Whatever the god dog system wants to do, man. I don't even operate in that realm. But they're not able to save up for a down payment. Well, if you're willing to do some work for your new home, we'll give you credit for that. Now, this is the second thing that it does, Joshua. That saves me from having to do any repairs to the houses that I buy. So I buy as is, and I'm not using my own credit. A lot of times I don't even use my own money. And then I sell it as is without swinging a hammer or screwing a screwdriver, player. And then I own the house. That's the crazy part about it. That's what it's like. Dude, think about what I just explained. Rewind it, please. Anybody that's watching, if you have to, because I just laid that down for you. This is it. And so imagine what that would do for your life. Imagine what that would do for your community, even. Think about it. So that's what the Go Getter family is out here doing. And we are literally changing the way that real estate is done in the United States of America because the Go Getter family, man, we got a small army of righteous individuals, man, and we rock with each other. That's why I don't have listen, I'm not your everyday internet guru, man, and all this stuff, man. I'm just not. And it's because we have that purpose. And I've got something that I'm doing, man. And this was not my plan, though. I didn't plan this. We got our plans, and then there's God's plans. And that's just real talk, man. And so I don't open my inner circle just to any and everybody. I don't. So there's people that can't come to Houston, which is cool. I'm having the free trainings July 24th through the 29th. At the locations that they're at, I think there's 5 or 6 different locations. But each day there's going to be one at 12:30 and at 6:30 at that same location. All right. So if you can't come there or come to the August 25th, How to Break the Real Estate Money Code event, well, guess what? I got you. I'm just going to work myself half to death, just for you. I'm going to look out for you. But I'm having my 5-day Become the Bank Challenge, July 31st through August 4th. So if you can't travel, which if you can get there live, it will be a game changer for you. There's not a doubt in my mind because that's just what we do. It's just what we do. And so if you can't, though, then come to the challenge, do it virtually, give yourself the grace of learning this and get good at this. Now, y'all, I done been on here too long. I got some work I got to do. Max said the amount of game. Yes. Yes. I love it though, man. Yeah. Yep. All about redefine. Okay. Jerry said there's levels to this. Absolutely. So guys, we out here and we're doing what we're doing, man. Me, the Go Getter Family Real Estate Avengers, for us, just to have an opportunity. And we, the Go Getter family, we have unplugged so far from the matrix now. Unplugged so far from the matrix that man, I'm trying to put it into words because this shit is deep, man. Like it really is. Like a lot of us, especially my team, you know what I mean, have sacrificed a lot and are in the midst of sacrificing for the betterment of the people around them. That's the whole thing. for the betterment of the people around them, not for them. And it says it in the Bible, man, that, I mean, to put yourself last and you'll end up first. So that's what we do. But so this is different. And if you want to change, now, well, guess what? You're going to have to change you first. That's what it starts with. But see, when you change you, well, then that bank account changes. The way you go on vacation changes. But there's a difference between poor people and rich people. See, poor people, they entertain themselves. And I say they now because I ain't poor no more. Shit. Facts are just facts, man. I used to be. Poor people entertain themselves. Wealthy people, on the other hand, educate themselves. And it ain't even about getting no college degree no more, man, or going to, man, I went to a doctor's appointment with my daughter today. They tell me, oh, you starting preschool soon? That shit just sounded sickening to me. It did. Because it's like society putting the press on you to send your kids to pre-employment training, to pre-indoctrination. I'm like, nope. She sure ain't. She been in school her whole life since she was born. The school that her family teaches her, not what society tries to impress upon us and take out of us. So that's what the go-getter family is. This is more than real estate. But see, the blessing comes in the fact that we have the knowledge to acquire assets that people need to survive. I mean, think about it. So that's a blessing. It is. Because with the knowledge that we have, it puts us in a position of value. Super high value. But you got to value you first. And do you think that you're going to get something of super high value for nothing? You don't have to invest in yourself. You don't have to work hard. You don't have to invest some time. You don't have to make any sacrifices. You don't have to be committed. And you're going to get something of high value like that. That's what you think. Shit. If that's what you think, you know what I mean? That's just real talk, man. I just got to keep it 100, man. I don't know. It hurts me. It doesn't. Whatever, man. It is what it is. I just got to keep it real because I love y'all. Otherwise, I wouldn't be putting this game out here. But I'm going to get on up out of here, man. I do appreciate y'all. I hope that you got some game out of this tonight and that you found some value. If you did and you're new to my channel, I want you to consider subscribing. All right. Get your boy in the algorithm so we can get this game out to the people. Again, it's going down in Houston, y'all. It's going down in Houston, August 25th through the 27th at the Hyatt Regency Intercontinental. Not only am I going to be there breaking that real estate money code for y'all, but I'm bringing my guy over there, Jamel Gibbs. Check him out now, Real Estate Investing Education Academy. He's got over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. My attorney's going to be there, Candace Chantel. She's out of Dallas, man. She goes super hard too. Business attorney, real estate attorney. She's the entrepreneur's attorney, y'all. And she's quite expensive, but quite worth it. I'll say that. And then I've been working on one more surprise guest, guys. Because everybody like, the taxes. How do you do the taxes? I just happen to have a great accountant. Sure do. So I'm at least trying to get her on the panel of professionals. So y'all, it's going down in Houston. It's the H-Town takeover, all right? And then I'm having the free trainings as well. So the links are in the description. Check that out, all right? And don't forget to hit that like button, get your boy in the algorithm. And guys, remember, man, success favors the people that take action. And that's just real talk. So I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. Y'all already know what it is. Until next time, let's get to it, y'all.
Shift in my mindset. It I think it gave me back some confidence in some areas where I think I might have lost some along the way. And I'm grateful for that.
Every one of us, every one of us, no matter how we feel, at some point may have some fear of rejection. Some it may be minor, some it may be major. For me, man, it was crippling. But I'm gonna tell you right now, them days is over. Them days is over for Jerry.
What value have you gotten from the Become the Bank challenge? Everything. Knowledge about real estate, people, relationships.
That just blew my mind, and I was like, wow, there's just so many levels to this that I'm just, that I don't know about.
I've gotten to see new faces. I've gotten to see lights come on for so many of you. To know that you don't have to look through the peephole of life and think that, you're always going to be on the outside looking in. Now you have the tools, right? Now you have them in your toolbox. You are now accountable. You're accountable for those things that you know. So I've gotten value seeing you all grow and raise your level.
It's really kind of flipped the switch in my head, and I really do think it's the people in here.
A positive learning environment for everybody, and I think that that's what's been created here and the groundwork's been laid. So we just have to come along now and do our part.
It's also given me a new purpose, a new opportunity to leverage my skill set and leverage the things that I've learned, and I'm going to continue to learn, because this is just the beginning.